We're going to start in Pilates stance. And we're just going to find our feet and we're going to reach our heels into the ground and underneath us as if they want to scoop forward. Yes? And then release them. And you'll do it again. Inhale, exhale, bring the heels down, under you, and forward. And I don't know why it helps my brain to make my hands do this so that my heels do this. But what we're doing is our short foot, right? Which is when we pull the ball of our foot toward our heel. We're just starting it from the backside. And hopefully that automatically creates a response in the forefoot and that forefoot pulls in. Oh, it is so cold. It's okay. Good. And one more time. Just finding that sensation. Good. And then noticing what comes with that sensation. Maybe for you, it's a wrapping sensation or a lifting sensation. Or a smiley face in the belly kind of sensation. But I want you to feel that before you add in anything else, right? Really nice on your feet. Good. Then once you have that sensation, let your arms float back slightly, just a little bit. Hold them right there. Feel the stretch through the front of those arms. Good. And let them come back down. Inhale, spread your toes. Exhale, find your feet and lift your arms. Just back behind you just a little. Good, and down. Good. So we're just warming up the front of the shoulders. Good. We're going to do that 2 more times. Reaching out and back. Good. Good. And 1 more. I know it's cold. That's why we shut the door. Good. And then we're going to take those arms forward. Same thing. Just below shoulder height. Press through your feet. Lift through your spine. Good. And then down. Press back. Palms back. Chest expansion. Good. Palms up as you reach forward. Drive through your feet. Good. And back. Keep your height. That's it. Ribs staying on. Good. And let's do 2 more. Up. Good. Good. Drive through your feet again. Last one. Nice job, everybody. I am watching out for bending and hip swinging and all that. I'm not seeing hardly any of it. Good. All right. Arms come up. Good. We're going to take palms up, pull back, and then I want you to pulse back. 3, 2, 1. Pull the elbows down and all the way in. Inhale, they lift. Exhale, palms up and pulse back. 3, 2, 1. Good. So I purposely did this first one slouchy. And it might be hard to tell because I'm tall. Here's me really slouchy. But I'm not driving into my feet. Now I'm going to drive into my feet. Can you see that lift? Now I have more shoulder availability. Good. Good. So I want you to check you. Yeah. Drive into your feet. Feel your spine lift. Your shoulders should feel easier as you lift them. Good. And 1 more time. Drive into the feet. Up. Good. And pull. Nice. Good. Feeling good? Alrighty. Let's take our feet into parallel. Wrap those heels around the back and under. Yeah, they're kind of making a whoop kind of a motion. We're gonna say, yes. So I think Franny's feeling this up here as well. When she does that with her feet, I can see her hands tracing the sensation that a lot of us will get here. So hopefully you get some of that too. We're gonna sit, keeping our spines long. Inhale, exhale, wrap those heels, come up to a stand. Good, press the ground away, good. And sit. And wrap. Good, that's it, good. Let's do 2 more. Sit. And wrap. Good, last one. Dropping the booty. Good. And then driving into those feet. Nice. Staying down here low. Good. Swing back. Open up that back arm. Good. Bring it back. Good. So I don't want you to keep the shoulder forward. I want you to let it travel open. Do you see the difference? Shoulders staying forward, shoulders pulling back. Yeah. Good. That's it. Good. All right. Come up to a stand. Sweep those arms back, up and around the back. Big circle. Good. Good. Now come into a bow. Good. Lift your spine up. Circle back the other way as if you're doing swan dive. Good. Bring the arms up and forward. And then into bow. Stretch into those thumbs. Good. And then back like swan dive. Up and forward. Bow. Good. And then up. Rotate palms back. Good. And then let those hands rest at your side. Good. Okay. We're going to grab weights for hands and shoulders. We'll be taking them with us down to the mat. Potato. It is not any warmer yet. This is one of those days where he's convinced that the sun is out. It should be warm on the deck. It's not.
It's cold. It's cold.
And so he keeps asking us to open the door. And then as soon as we do, he's like, oh, what's that? I know, it's just not going to get warmer. I'm sorry. All right, so once you have your weights, we are going to come down to the mat. So you are welcome to use them if you'd like for a Jefferson style curl, right? You're going to pull those abs up away from your hands, but you decide how it feels to you today. If you find yourself hinging and then curling, can you see how I'm starting out in front of me? That's a no. I want you to be able to lift right up. Now here's me cheating. See me bending my knees to create lift? That's a no too, because what does that mean? Look at this angle here. If I straighten my legs, you can see I've started in a hinge, right? So I want you to be able to press those feet away when you begin your bow, so you know what you're doing. So your body's in control. You are in control. Contrology, right? All right, 4 times. 4th one, we'll walk on out. Okay. You are beautiful. And you are funny. Oh my gosh, my butt is feeling it from those cat roll downs this morning. That's it, good. When you get to the end, you're going to want to have your weights, if you like them, for your plank rows. When you get to that 4th one and you're down and you're ready for that plank row, I think Kay's on her way out there already. There goes, who is that? Franny. You're going to hold yourself steady. We practiced these on Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Weights Wednesday. Pulling that up to your side and then the other side. So I'm going to give you a little tip. If you keep pushing yourself back, you will probably have unhappy wrists. If you can come forward and then hug your weight or hug the ground with a supporting hand, right? Maybe you do one at a time. You will build that wrist strength. It will stay weak if we stay away from it. If you get on it and hug the ground, we'll build strength, yeah? See what you can do. See what you can do. Try. Yeah, good. Good. I see you guys shifting forward, and it might feel harder in your core because now it has to adjust differently, but that's okay, and I love it. I hope you love it. That feeling of finding your new strength.
Close the door if you're cold.
Are you cold? There we go. Good. Yeah. Good. Nice. Okay. Come down for a rest. Come down for a rest. Let your wrist wiggle out. And then I just want to do one more set, maybe only 2 on each side. So if you need to give yourself the knuckle to knuckle to let that go, do that. All right, so here's what you're going to do this time. With or without weights. You're forward, you're grabbing the ground, you're staying centered. You're going to aim those elbows toward your waist and then lift one hand up Put it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then switch sides. All I want you to do is feel yourself. We're working a little isometric strength here, holding that position through the rest of your body. While this way, yes, Eloise, that's it, nice and controlled. Find your hip to center. Yeah, push that right hip in, left hip in. Now get ready, right hip is gonna push in. Yes, good, I'm so proud of you. I know those wrists and hands are sensitive. Good, that's it. This thumb, yeah. But it's kind of the same thing. What happens is that gets pushed this way. So it has to do with how we use that whole structure. So good job. Okay, then we'll come on down to our booties and we're gonna roll all the way down to our back. Why are you so full of Phil now? So weights to your chest. Let yourself gently roll down to the mat. Okay, and then no lazy wrists, right? Make sure your fingertips are hugging the other side of your weight. Make sure your weight's not sitting against your thumb. Really try to get your hand around it as much as you can. So the thumb is wrapped around the weight and it's in the soft part of your hand. Press your arms up to the sky, shrug them toward the ceiling, drop them into your back, and just shrug and drop. We're letting the weight of your weight sit against the mat. That's it. Good. Sit your arm against the mat. Pardon me. Left out a part of my sentence. Good. That's it. Good. And one more. Just keep it sitting there. Very nice. Good. Find your feet. Connect the heel under to the ball of your foot. You should hopefully feel that low smile in your belly. Inhale, release it. Exhale, connect again. And gently come up into bow. Ah, crackle, crackle, crackle. Good. Inhale and exhale back down. Inhale, release your feet. Exhale, re-engage as you come up into your bow. Good. Inhale and exhale back down. Good boy. Good. Let's do 2 more. Yes, that's a good boy. Okay. Yay! Good, Kay. I'm glad you can feel it. Right? It's we think of our brain like in our skull as, command central, but it's our gut where all the feedback channels go from our feet up to our head. So if you can get the feet on, right? The transfer station is your feet. And the transfer station tells the main powerhouse what is required. So if your feet can connect to your abs, basically your pelvic floor, your abs, the whole center of you. So good. So arms up to the sky. We're coming up into our bow. Good. Now you're going to let your elbows point down. You're going to open those arms a little bit, just not too big, just a V shape. Good. Exhale, bring them back together. Good. Check your head position. If your jaw or chin is pushing forward or your nose is to the sky, it's not going to feel so good at the back of your neck. We really want to load your belly and your ribs here. Yes? So feeling the weights over you in such a way that it is work, but it helps you keep those ribs down. Good. Last one. Good. And then let yourself roll to the floor. Nice. Inhale, exhale, bring your right leg into tabletop. Good. Take your left arm very small. Move the long arm towards your ear. Exhale, pull it back to center. See how it feels? If it feels secure and safe, you can let it go further. Good. And then you're going to add in the other leg. The right leg is going to reach out and pull back in. If you feel like that's okay and you want more challenge, bring your left leg into tabletop. Keep both sides of your hip steady and keep on going. Abs still stay down. Good. Notice how much more abdominals you get if you can create a short foot, right, as you point your foot that reaches out, even the one that's in the air, drawing the sole of your foot together. Good. One more. Good. Bring that in. Feet return back to the ground. Elbows return back to your side. Good. Inhale, exhale, press back up, reasserting your grip. Good. Right arm now goes towards your ear. Make the first one small. Back to, you went outside. Good. And then lift your left leg into tabletop. Good. And if you still have control there, see if you can connect to your feet this time before you even stretch the left leg out. So when you find those feet, stretch that left leg out. Feel that low belly stay on longer. Good. And if that feels good and you want more challenge, lift your right leg into tabletop. Just keep it there, activating both feet. That's it. Good. All the way, sole of foot to the heel. Shh. Good. And one more. Good. All right. Feet come back to the ground. Elbows come back to your side. Nice. Okay. When you're ready, press those arms back up. We're going to do a small hug a tree. Sorry, small reverse hug to hug a tree. Because we're in gravity, we'll be working both directions. So open a little bit. Press your feet into the ground. Pull your abs together and close it up. Inhale, exhale, open. That's it. Inhale, exhale. Good. So in the studio, you'd be sitting upright, pulling cables, but we don't have that right now. So we're going to pretend that we're pulling and pushing cables together and apart. Good. All right. Arms come back up to the sky. Now we're going to go with singles. So you've warmed up your pecs a little bit. They can feel what the weight feels like. We'll take the right arm out to the side. Notice what happens in your body. So we're going to just alternate to begin with here. And I want you to take it slow enough that you feel what's going on. Some of you are going to start arching your back, or maybe you're going to tilt your back to one side, or your hip starts rolling with your legs and the arm. Can you think of your box, right? Across your hips, up to your armpit is your big box, and then your littler box that's from your ribs to your armpits. Keep both of those square on the ground because pause at the top. We're going to lift your left leg into tabletop. Right arm opens out to the side. Left leg stretches straight down to the bottom of your mat. Do that side again. So just focusing on that one side. Good. Nice and steady. Now if you want more challenge, lift the right leg up and keep it in tabletop. Keep your pelvis still. You should notice that it requires more from you to keep all your boxes in place. Good. That's it. Good. And one more. Yeah, good. Nice. Okay, feet come down, elbows come down. Reset. So the other side may or may not be different, right? You might have different things that you need to watch out for. We'll start with the arms up. We'll start with just the left arm by itself, out to the side. Can you let that left shoulder wrap underneath you? Don't let the left shoulder pop up. When you feel like you've got the shoulder under control and your boxes, right? Your rib is down, your hips are level. Then bring your right leg up into tabletop. Good. And then you can stretch it away as you open, bring it back in as you close. That's it. Good. And then if you'd like, you can bring your left leg, let it just stay in tabletop while the right leg is in motion. Good. Good. Two more. Draw those abs in and upward. Good. And last one. Nice. And then bring those legs back down to the mat. Elbows down to the mat. Good. How are we doing, everybody? How are hands? Okay. Okay, good. I see thumbs up. I see people moving their wrists around. Okay. When you're ready, arms come back up to the sky. All right, so we're going to do a French tricep, one arm at a time. Set your shoulders in your back, put your ribs down, bend your elbow, let the fist come towards your ear. So I'm starting with my right and then pushing up and then left. Right next to your ear, push up. So what I want to see is that this upper arm is staying still. It's not moving. It's just a tree planted in the ground.
Are you staying with one arm or alternating?
We're alternating here. Yep. Good.
I don't know what you just thought.
Good. Okay. And then when you've finished that second side of alternating, bring your arms up. Now bring your legs into tabletop. And we're going to do that same thing. The right hand will drop toward your ear. Left leg reaches out. This time, though, left leg is going to come straight up and your right arm straightens. So we'll work that side down all the way up. Down all the way up. Now, if you want, you, of course, could bring that just up into a bent knee, into a tabletop. Yep, I see. Good. Are your abs helping to pull those arms up? Pull those legs up. Good. And last one. Good. Now, keep your arms still. We're still working the same pair. Right arm is going to go on the diagonal up toward a V shape. Bring it back to center. Just practice that again. Don't go big. Go small. Keep your ribs in place. Don't let them arch or you're going to get a cramp in your lat. Yeah. All right, when you feel like you've got that, with that right arm making sort of a V angle, now your left leg goes out on the V, comes back up to the sky. Out on the V, pull your inner thigh up into your pelvic floor. Yep. And your armpit into your side, good. One more, out to the side, and up, good. Knees bend, feet down, arms down. Doing okay? Everybody still with me? Yes, okay. I get one thumbs up. Franny's coming with me and Mark. The rest of you, I don't know. Arms up. Okay, start with your left arm now, just on its own, on that V shape. Just feel what it feels like. Pull it back in. Good. Oh, hang on, pardon me. We've got to start at the beginning there. Forgive me. We have to go out to the side. Left straight out to the side, not in the V. Ribs in. Good. Just feeling what your range of motion is on that side. So, again, it might be different from side to side. You might have to think harder about getting the shoulder to wrap under you so that you're not holding and pushing that shoulder up as you open it. Good. When you're ready, your legs can come into tabletop. And if you... No. We did everything on one side. Now we're starting again from the other side. Yeah, you're right. We're doing it. So now we're focusing on the left arm, right leg. So out to the side, not in the V. We're just stretching the right leg straight out while the left arm goes to your side. You did it that way? You must have alternated then somehow. Or you at some point switched. Good. That's it. Good. One more. Good. All right. Now we go on our V. Crazy. So start with just the left arm reaching to a V. Make it small enough that you can feel the shoulder blade against the back of you. Yeah? Open up on that V shape on that one side. Good. Okay, when you feel like you have yourself stable in your middle, add in your right leg, opening across the opposite way. And they come back together. And they reach out away from each other. Good. The right is going past the corner of your mat. Shh. Keep your ribs down here so that those lats don't cramp. Good. Can we do one more? That's it. Good. Good. And then bring it back to center. And then the legs come down. And the arms come down. Nice, gang.
Those were big.
Those were big? Yes. Mark says those were big. All right. Legs get to extend all the way out. We're using our weights to help us with our roll up. So arms up to the sky. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, let them just give you, let's not even go up all the way. What if we just come into bow? Let the weight stretch your upper back and then pull your abs in and then release as you come down. So inhale, exhale. Let that almost be passive, except for the fact that you're reaching through your spine. And then gently back down. Good. Good. And last one. Now we're going to pause here and let the weights continue rolling you up. Set them down as you roll and then reach forward all the way. Good. And then stack up that spine. How's everybody doing? Okay. We're going to put your weights to the side for just a moment. Make sure that you're not going to hit them with your head because you're going into rolling like a ball. Hey, you can go. So just don't be behind me. Tuck those knees in. That's it. Good. All right. Scoop the belly in. And when you're ready, you're going to rock back. We're inhaling on the way back and exhaling on the way up because we're emphasizing squeezing out all the air on the way up, right? Being able to stay in this nice little tuck. This is a nice way. You're like, why do we roll like a ball? Abs and glutes, but also hip and knee mobility, right? We're trying to get these guys into our chest so that if we have to be down here low, our body's already used to that position. Do you see it? It's the same position. Yeah? Okay. Keep on going. I'll catch up.
You roll behind. Scratch and tuck. Can I roll? Roll up the ball.
Makes sense? Yes? Nice and tight? Okay, then we get to add our rolling like a ball to our roll over. So for those of you who can already roll over easily, that means you just have to finesse it, make it nicer. Yes? And those of you who struggle with rollover, this should hopefully help you get there. So we start nice and tight. We inhale back, grab the ground. My friends who are good at it, you lift your hips up, finesse it, then reach out, open your legs. You're going to come up an open leg rocker. So you're going to start exhaling and then inhale as you get up here. Close it up. And then inhale back. Catch. Lift your hips higher. Open. Exhale and then inhale up. Pull it in. I'm only laughing at him because he's laughing at himself. I'm not making fun of him. I don't know if you can see him laughing so hard at himself. That's it. Yep. Tail up, legs straighter. Yes. Kay. Good. Nice. Good. Eloise making it look easy up there. Good. Good, Franny. Look at your control today. Lovely. That's it. Legs up, hips up. Okay, legs up, hips up. That's it. Good. How's Kay doing that? Mark is envious, Kay. He was watching you. He goes, how is Kay doing that? I love it. That's it. Good. Good, Nara. All right. Then let's let ourselves rock all the way down. Easy peasy. Leg circles. So heel on the ground is our friend, right? The leg in the sky is just our big distraction. Heel on the ground and hips. So we inhale as we cross. Exhale, sweep it around. Good. Actually, I just said the wrong breath that I want. Pardon me. Would you restart with an exhale as you cross? Inhale around. I want you to get that nice narrowing sensation through your waist as you cross. Good. Good. And when you get about 5, then you can reverse direction. Yeah. And then when you switch, after you get equal amounts both directions, you can switch legs. But again, reassert that heel on the ground and then start again. Good. Yeah. All right. So we're going to be going into single leg stretch and then double leg stretch and then crisscross. So I'm going to have just hand weights where I can reach them. Optional if you want to use them. Okay. Nice and long to begin with. Ribs in. Inhale, exhale, engage through your middle. Legs, slide those legs in up to tabletop. Good. All right. Inhale, exhale up into your bow. Single leg stretch, the one leg stretch. So one leg is reaching out as far as it can while you pull the other one in and switch. So if you're holding your weights here, you can, right? We're just coming straight on right now, but you're still going to find that center and stabilize your leg. So you don't want to be able to see your foot as you pull it in. That means your hip is twisted. So rotate your femur so your foot disappears from view. Whether it's on the outside or the inside, rotate that femur. That makes sense? Look at your feet. You can't see your feet if you're looking at the ceiling. There you go. Good. Good. Yeah. All right. And then bring that back in. Does that make sense, everybody? Do you understand what I'm asking for? Any questions about what I'm asking for? Look at your feet, Mark says. Okay. All right. Well, it might be depending on you. So if I'm here and I can see my foot, I can see it right here, right? That means I've got to rotate my femur this way. Now I can't see it. Some of you are going to see it on the outside. Then you've got to rotate your femur the other way. So, but when it's lined up properly, it disappears from view. From my view. From your view. All right. Yeah. And let that happen at your leg bone, the upper leg bone, the femur, instead of the tibia and fibula. Okay. Double leg stretch. Again, weights optional. If your weights are heavy, I want you to make this be for sure a double breath set. So with no weights, we're here. We inhale, exhale, reach overhead and sweep away, right? Inhale, exhale, shh. Shh. Right? If you're having weights, slow it down, use 2 breaths because I want you to mind your shoulders and your center. Slow as you sweep it around. Pull it in. Inhale, exhale, reach. Inhale, exhale, slow as you sweep it around, right? Mind your shoulders Yeah, get that lift from the ground. Good. Control, good control. Use your abs to help there as they come around. Can you show me one more? Show me one more. That's better, Nara. That's a better setup. Inhale, exhale. Use those same abs. Use those same abs you just had. Shh. Right? So you guys rest. I'm going to show you real quick. I see a lot of really super good abs turning on right here. And then as soon as we start to lower, the back arches or the low belly arches. So can you see that? So I've got ribs arching or low belly rolling away, pelvis rolling away. Neither one of those is supporting my arm motion, and then it forces it here into this icky part of your neck, right? So the better we can control this, the more we can move this around without impacting our neck. Yeah. Okay, where are we going here? Where are we going? There's something I was going to have you do. Oh yes, sorry. But now we have to crisscross. We're gonna do a little different today. I'm gonna put one weight down, hold the other weight with two hands. So I'm gonna put it in my right hand and then over the top with the left. And then we're gonna do a little hatchet motion. Reach over your right shoulder, exhale, bring it over your left hip. Yeah, so first we're gonna keep our torsos down. All right, we're gonna build this. So just feeling the motion. You've got two hands to help you. Good. All right, now over one shoulder, come up into bow as you reach to the outside of that hip, outside of that thigh bone. Come all the way back down, reach over that opposite shoulder, and up to the outside. Good. Now bring that left knee up into tabletop as you come up and reach instead of down to the ground, but toward your ankle. Back up. So it's different. If I let that weight fall to the ground, now it's just helping me roll up, and I'm probably going to end up on the elbow. But if I come up and I try to reach down parallel to my ankle, then I should get a little more lift and a little more work, because now we're going to lift both legs into tabletop. Extend your right leg as you reach down toward your left ankle. Stay in bow. Arm comes over your right shoulder. Bring it back up. Reach. Good. Stay in bow as it crosses over that shoulder. Good. That's it. Reach. Good. And last one. Shh. And reach. Good. Bring the weight to center. Good. Keep it right there. Now rotate to your right. Think tick-tock. Come back to center. Rotate to your left. Push back to center. Good. Just rotating. Yep, I'm in bow. I'm in bow. Good question. I'm in bow. We didn't come down yet. We're just rotating. Good. Keep your hips level. You want to see if you're rotating off your shoulder blades. It's not the arms moving, it's your torso moving. Off the ground in bow. Last one. We'll get another chance to work on this. Don't worry. And then come all the way down. Good. Switch hands. Now your left hand has got the main grip. Your right hand is on top. Feet come down to the ground. Good. And then the arms start to simple, reaching over the left shoulder and toward the right knee. Good. First, we're going to keep the head down, just feeling the range of motion there. Do you need to add in a little bit more of your pinky to help control the weight and connect you to your sides, right? Underarm and side. Especially when it gets over here. If you've had a shoulder injury, if your hand is not evenly holding the weight, it is likely that you will roll deeper into your injury. So you want to hold that pinky down. Good. That's it. Good. All right. So now let's lift the right leg up into tabletop. Good. And then put it down. Good. Oops, I missed a step. Let's add it back in and let's come up into our bow as we come up. Reaching past the knee, down the shin. Reach down, yeah, down that leg so you're getting more bend. That's it. Good. Good. All right. Now let's take the other leg up in tabletop too. Good. Coming down. When we come up, we're going to extend that left leg out. Reach towards your right ankle. Good. All the way down, across. Reach. Good. And across. Use your pinkies. Good. Nice. Last two. Up. Good. And then on this last one, remember you're going to stay up in your tabletop and in your bow. So the legs are both in bow. Sorry, legs are both in tabletop. You're up in your bow. Now we tick-tock again through the spine. So to the side, push to center. To the side, push to center. Can you push your sacrum and your low ribs down as you come to center? Good. That's it. Use your torso. Here's me cheating. Here's me falling on my shoulder. I'm right on the edge of the shoulder blade. Here's me off of it, right? You don't want to be resting on that tip of your shoulder blade. Yes, I saw that bigger lift, Franny. I saw that. Good. All right. And then come to center. You can gently roll your weights to the side if you'd like. Extend those legs all the way out. Push your arms over your head. Big, big stretch. Big inhale, exhale. Release it. And I want you to really find that tension as you stretch. Push, push, push. And then exhale, let everything go. Let your armpits fall to the floor. Don't hold your hips. Let your legs, they can flop open even. Good. And one more time. Big reach and then big let go. Good. Nice job. Okay, we're going to come rolling our way up to sitting for a little leg pull, front support. So scoop that belly in, coming all the way up. We'll put our hands to the side and come into our snake to plank transition. So remember, if your hands are done, they've been working a lot today with the weights and the floor earlier. So if you would rather be on forearms, you certainly can. You can be at the wall, you can be at a bench. Roll onto the side of your hips, tuck your toes under and use your abs to lift your hips. And then square up those hands, press yourself forward, grab the ground, and then lift your left leg, take it to the corner, bring it back to center and down. Other leg, lift, take it to the corner, back to center and down. So again, can you shift your weight forward, Franny? There you go. Good. That's nice. Good. So seeing you, it's easier for me to look at the back screen right here. Good. That's it. Shift your weight forward for me, Kate. That's it. Good. Nara, that's great. Good. Good. All right. How many is that? Anyone counting? Mark says it was a lot. That could mean 3. Could mean 7. I don't know. All right. Then we're going to come down onto our bellies. Here I'm going to find a light pair of weights. They're optional. You do not have to use weights here. So you decide how you feel. We're going to be thinking about our lower traps in a moment. So starting with baby swan, no weights. Just kneecaps off the ground, floating that sternum up. Good. And then gently down. Each time, lift those kneecaps up. Good. And gently down. Kneecaps up. That's it. Yes, kneecaps up. Good. That's it, Nara. Really see if you can get those legs to extend a little. Good. Good. All right. So then let's add in our hands. Start with your kneecaps up. Press just as far as you can. Keep them off the ground. So not even thinking about pelvis, just thinking about kneecaps. Good. Come all the way back down. Inhale and exhale. Set those shoulders. Lift those kneecaps. That's it. Good. Not all your way, right? Just the kneecaps off the ground. Good. Coming back down. Good. Each one, hopefully, you're getting just a little farther than the one before. That's it. Come on, legs. Stay strong. Good. And last time. Yes, good. I love I can see people going, okay, just a little more. Fantastic. That's awesome. All right. Single leg kick, single leg kick. So fists under our sorry. That didn't make sense. Fists together, pressing down. Lift those legs off the ground. So again, kneecaps up. Contract a ham, and bring it in. Good. Keep pushing the fists away. This is one of those moves that if you have a loop band and you want to loop it over your wrist and pull it apart, very nice for shoulder stability. That's it. I'm going to show you me not pressing the ground. Here's one thing that happens. See the slump? Here's the other thing that happens. Let's see if I can do it. Do you see how my whole body is moving every time there's absolutely nothing up here helping to stabilize. So if I push down, now my center turns back on. You feel that? Yeah, good, good. All right, now we're talking. Okay, now that you're fine tuning those pieces, now can you see your feet in your screen? Flex your foot without it curling in or out. Do you see how my foot is looking to the outside? I'm going to try to bring it in so it's in a straight line. So I have to slow way down because this is where my ballet days really show up in a bad way. Yep, look at your foot. Can you see it? Make it be straight as it comes in. When you do that, make sure your fists are pushing, because if you change it, some of you are going to twist your back in order to move your foot. I want your arms helping to remind your core to stay on. Yes, good. You'll feel a different piece of your ham talking to a different piece of your glute. So okay, that's interesting. Your whole leg is falling in, it looks like. Is that my imagination? Can it come straight up and then just move your foot? Yeah, I know. This is a very fine-tuning moment. All right, so we're going to sit back, take a quick little child's pose, or you can make it a cat. Good. And then we'll lower ourselves back to the floor. And here is where we're going to work those lower trap muscles along with our glutes still. So you can start first without your light hand weights. Mine are on standby here. My arms are at a V shape in front of me. And I'm going to lift my sternum slightly, just a hair, and then lift the kneecaps off the ground. We're going to start by lifting one arm at the V, stretching that arm over the ground while I pull my abs in away from it. So if it's the left arm that's up, I'm trying to pull my left abs in to my right side and then down. Right arm up. Now you check. Maybe you have one side, we used to talk about this, our hips, right? Sometimes one side we tilt and the other side we do the same tilt. So adjust with your abs as necessary to hold you steady on the ground. That makes sense? Okay, now if you feel good about that control, you're welcome to take light weights. Always start lighter than heavier. See how that feels? Lifting one and then the other, kneecaps up. Abs helping to stabilize. Shh. Good. Last one on each side. All right. The legs stay down the whole time. Both legs, both kneecaps are up. Yeah. What's that? Both legs are down and the kneecaps are up.
Like
yes.
Off the ground?
Off the ground. Pulled up.
Like that.
But toes are down. Right? Everyone understands? Does that make sense? Toes down, kneecaps up? Okay. Mark says, disregard the husband. No, disregard the husband. Okay. All right. Everyone have a rest moment? Did you get a rest moment? Okay, because now we're going to add no weights first. We're going to start down. We're going to come back into our little baby swan. Lift the hands up and then slide them out to that V off the ground. Only go as far as you can feel your kneecaps and your glutes. Bring it back in, lower it down. Yep. So inhale, exhale, tiny baby swan. Lift the legs. No, don't lift the legs. What am I saying? Lift the kneecaps. Turn the glutes on as the arms reach out to that V. Bring them back in and down. So if you feel like you're in control of those legs, right, kneecaps and glutes, and you want to add weights, start light, right? Start light. So you'd have them here, lift them up, kneecaps and glutes as you reach out to that V shape. Hold it, bring it back in and down. Good. Yeah, can we do one more? One more, reach. Good. Good job. Your weights can go gently to the side. Whoa, come back. And then we'll come back up into our cat. And we will take a nice cat here. So drop the back of your head, pull down the back of your tail, press your shoulders wide on your back. Feel that stretch right across where you just worked. And then release. So you hear a lot about upper traps, right? The upper traps get over-engaged, over-involved. And the problem is that the lower traps get under-involved. So that's what all that work was, just to try to wake those low guys up. Good. Good, that's it. And reach, good. And last one. Nice. Let's have a sassy cat. So pull your shoulder towards your hip, stretching through your side. And then scoop your belly up through the middle and settle to the other side. And then scoop it again. Good. Good. And then scoop it. Last one. Good. Square yourself up for body balance. You can start on your hands and knees. Try 2 each side. Then if you'd like to take it into plank, go ahead. But I want you to first start on hands and knees just to get that nice centering. So one leg up, opposite arm up, push your hip to center, hold it, and then bring it down. Do you remember how you thought about lifting your kneecaps up just a moment ago? What if you imagined it here, getting that same sensation in your leg and glute? That's it. Unlock elbows. That's it, good. Good. Yeah, so is that 2 on each side? All right, so if anybody would like to try a plank version, you're welcome to, or if you're just happy looking for the length, which in itself is a beautiful thing, go right ahead. Yep. In the plank version, watch out for the tendency to push back. Can you get there and get the fingertips to hold the ground? Yeah, really wobbly. I feel it too. I have to remember to keep my air moving. Good, yeah. And then if you've got through whatever you'd like to get through, then let's take a nice side stretch. So you can come to a stand or you can stay on the ground. I'm just gonna reach over as far as I can. You guys worked so much oblique and lat today. So we wanna let that have length. That's it, good. Rotate across. Now I'm using my hand here to help my hips stay forward as I rotate. So I get more stretch. If my hip comes back, then this hasn't changed, right? So keep that hip forward. Good. Open to the side. Push the heel of your hand up to the ceiling and then push it away to the side. Nice. Okay, let's go the other way. So hand here for balance and control. side bend. That's it. Good. Ooh, blind. Good. Now keep this hip pushing forward as you rotate toward the ground. Stretch across those lats. Ah, good. And then back to the side. I'm so blind. Cannot see you at all. There we go. Oh, I can see you. Good. Then make the heel of the hand push up and push it out to the side and back. Good. All right. And then this leg is going to come in front of you. Tuck the back toe. Good. Take a nice breath. Exhale. Lift yourself up. You're welcome to use your leg or any solid item for support. Good. Very good. All right. We're going to do a swan dive. Arms up. Palms face out. Push them out to the corners of the room. Hold it there. Pulling the back of your head away from the top of your sacrum. Making your tail get further away. Feel the length. See if you can stretch out that sacral joint. And then hands drop down. Take a breath. Exhale. Lift your abs up and roll all the way up. Sweep those arms up in victory. You did an amazing job. Windmill. Press back and down. All the way up. Good. And windmill the other way. Back and down. Good. All the way up. One more each way. Press through your feet. Lift your kneecaps up. Right? And standing. What happens when you lift your kneecaps up? Your feet dome. Isn't it amazing? Good. Take those arms into scarecrow. Hold it here. Good. Just a moment. Pulling your elbows apart. Good. Bring the elbows into your waist. Drop your head to your right. Let your left arm unpeel. Good. Rock your head forward. Easy over to the left. And let your right arm unpeel. Good. And then rock your head easy forward. Inhale, exhale, press through those feet and round up through your spine. Ah, happy Friday, you guys. Nice work today. Super interesting questions and lots of thoughtful applications. I saw you take the words and go, oh, in your body. And I love that. Thank you for doing that. It depends on that's a good question. What's light for me depends on the moment and right? Because yesterday I did a whole bunch of work on the Cadillac, so my back is tired. So I actually went all the way down to a 2 for those exercises. Some days I do that with an 8-pound. So it really depends on the day. I don't try to over push. Yeah, I just listen to where my body is that day. No. I think I've showed you guys my 2 pounds that I just adore. These have the Naboso engineered grip on them. I think I've told you about these guys before that have the special, it's little miniature pyramids. They look like dots, but they're very thoughtful. Anyway, yeah. So, that's a win. Oh my gosh, I'm going to repeat that for the replay. Franny saw her DO and her DO told her that she has the straightest spine she's seen of any of her patients Franny's age. That's fantastic. And Franny told her it's because of Pilates with me. but that you come. So the other flip is that you come and you do the work, Franny. You get like giant gold stars, because even when you're not here present, you do that replay. You're the picture of consistency. I love it. Well, thank you back. That's awesome. Bye, Franny. Bye, Kay. Bye, Nora.